Hello, welcome to my channel, Autumn Moon the Mage. This is a general reading in regards to love for Aries. It is general, so it might not resonate. If it does, I'd love to hear about it. If you wouldn't mind liking the video or posting a comment below, that would be really great. If the reading itself or if some portion of it doesn't resonate for you, please don't try to force it. Just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Well, we are looking at the Queen of the Moon Oracle deck right now to try and get overall energy of the connection between you, Aries, and the person you're connecting with. The card that we get is card number 37, the Harvest Moon Fruition. This card really speaks about, the harvest, and how things that you have been working on are now ready to be appreciated. They're ready to be, the word that came to mind is devoured, but like really it means that things that you've been working on, things that you've invested yourself in, and that might just be energetically, it might not be physically, but things are, this is a time of celebration and a time to enjoy the fruits that you've grown, and to harvest them and celebrate that harvest. It's really a really great energy to be in. And this could be like either one of you in the connection, or the connection itself at this moment is just in a time where you could celebrate what you've invested in this connection. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to take a look at the tarot now and draw out some cards for how they feel about you and what we are likely to see in the near future. Okay, we're going to start with, how does this person connecting with Aries feel about them? This deck here is called the Spirit Song Tarot, and some of the cards have different names and different meanings than traditional tarot, so I kind of shy away from using it. How does this person feel about Aries, please? But I felt really called to use it this week, and so I'm putting more emphasis on the meaning on the card as opposed to what I know it means in traditional tarot. Just wanted to let you know. The Chariot, number 7, discipline and determination. This is Cancer energy, so you might be dealing with a Cancer. How does this person feel about Aries, please? How does this person feel about Aries? The Wheel. The Wheel says change and possibilities. And 9 of Feathers, which is 9 of Swords, it says perspective and self-empowerment. That's a good example of one that has a different meaning in this deck than it does in traditional tarot. So, I feel like this person has, they feel determined, to come towards you, I would say, because we're asking how they feel about you. They feel very determined. They feel like things are changing in a positive way. They feel hopeful that there's going to be positive development between the two of you. And they feel really, with the 9 of Feathers, which is the 9 of Swords, but it says here perspective and self-empowerment. And I feel like they feel confident, like they're seeing things just a little bit differently, and they feel confident in themselves and in the connection with you. So that's what we get there. Let's go ahead and take a look at, we're going to clarify that with traditional tarot cards, but let's take a look at the near future. What are we likely to see in the near future of this connection, please? What are we likely to see in the near future of this connection for Aries, please? The Traveler, this is your card. This is the Fool in this deck. It says adventure and potential. That's awesome for the near future. What else might we see in this connection in the near future, please? Oh, that's the Page of Cups. Oh, no, it's not. It's the 9 of Cups, 9 of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. Wow, that's awesome. That's like a wish fulfillment card. Things happening exactly how we hope. We had two more cards that came out. The King of Shells. This is the King of Cups. So this is water energy here. So that's Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio energy here. But the King of Shells, it says harmony and integrity down here. And we also get the Ace of Crystals. This is the Ace of Pentacles, manifestation and prosperity. Wow, this is really awesome energy to see in the future of a connection. I mean, we're talking about new beginnings here. Twice we have new beginnings showing up, wish fulfillment and love. I mean, with the King of Cups here, I'm an Aries. And so I watch a lot of Aries videos, by other readers. And I feel like this is coming out in a lot of readings where there's just this really um, a future coming up for Aries that's just very bright, and maybe a little bit unexpected. Seems to be the theme that's going through. But this King of Cups keeps coming up in all of them, I feel like, and this new beginning keeps coming up. So hopefully this resonates for you, Aries. Let's take a look here at how they feel about you, this Chariot energy. Discipline and determination. How capable... That's too many cards. For how this person feels about Aries, we get discipline and determination, Ace of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So the Ace of Swords is sometimes a realization of something, but it can sometimes also be a communication, honest and open communication between two people. And it's another ace, which is representing a new beginning, okay? And then we get the Ten of Cups, which is... it's emotional fulfillment, it's an equal give and take. It's feeling safe being your emotional self with another person and them feeling safe to do the same with you. This is really beautiful energy. Very makes me think of home and comfort and safety, emotionally speaking, okay? And so, yeah, it's like either this is something that they have realized recently that they feel this way, or it's something that they want to communicate. And with the Chariot energy, they're very determined. They're very determined to, and I think this is how they feel, and this is an expression of that feeling. They feel determined to share with you, exchange emotions with you, and to create that space with you. Let's take a look at the wheel. Change and possibilities. The Fool, which is coming up here in the future, and the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is they want something. They want a fresh start with you. I don't know if this is someone that you are already connecting with from your past, or like if this is somebody returning, or if this is somebody new. Either way, if they're returning, they want a second chance, and if this is a new person, they really want to jump in. The Fool coming out twice is really great. Really wanting to dive in. And the Page of Pentacles here, this is that offer. Let's see where this goes. Let's investigate this further. Let's nurture it. And the Pentacles represent commitment. They represent stability. And the Page wants to offer that, and they want to investigate it. They think it's a possibility, and they want to see it more. They want to dissect it more, and understand it. So this person is feeling like this is a chance that's happening. They feel like they're being given an opportunity to have this beginning with you, this new beginning, and to dive right into it. Let's take a look at the Nine of Feathers, which is the Nine of Swords. Perspective and self-empowerment is what it says. So many cards. It's too many cards. Please clarify the Nine of Feathers. Perspective, self-empowerment. Well, the Five of Swords is what flipped there. Whoa. The Five of Swords is defeat. Maybe they feel, this indicates that they feel like that you've tried together before. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah. See, with the Nine of Feathers, perspective and self-empowerment. And so if they have felt defeated with you in the past, like they felt like they tried it and they didn't succeed, because that's what this card is. Five of Swords is defeat. And sometimes it's stressing about defeat, like really focusing on it and almost like giving yourself a headache because you just can't get over how bad you failed. It's not a fun card. But tied to the Judgment here, this is a release. With the Judgment card, we set ourselves free. The past is in the past, and we just let it go. We let go of blame. We let go of guilt. We let go of pain, and we just let it go. And so there's some kind of defeat here that they're trying to, that they are releasing themselves with this Nine of Feathers perspective and self-empowerment. So they're seeing it in a different light. They are seeing this failure differently than they did before. And they're allowing themselves to release it. And that is giving them the power to push forward. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the future. The Fool, the Traveler here, adventure and potential in the future of this connection. Can you please clarify this adventure and potential, the Traveler? Is that the Emperor? Yes, it is. And the Ten of Wands. Okay, so the Emperor, that's your energy, obviously. That's Aries. That's the Aries card. This is also Aries. For me, the Fool is very Aries energy. And for many readers, okay? That's funny that it's here twice, the Aries energy. But the Emperor and the Ten of Wands, which has to do with commitments. But the Ten of Wands is just feeling it's feeling very burdened, but also feeling the Ten of Wands is about something being heavy, okay? And sometimes what's heavy is our emotions, and sometimes what's heavy is all the things that we are trying to manage, all the things that, as an emperor, we have so many responsibilities, And with the Fool energy, it's light. The Fool is light. It's funny that these two cards represent Aries because the Emperor is so bold, and both are bold. Both energies are very bold, but the Emperor is he has all these responsibilities, and he has an entire kingdom that he has to preside over, and it's very like leadership and being in charge, okay? But then the Fool energy is so light. It's just so light. And it's almost like you're being set free from these burdens, like whatever it is that you're carrying that's so heavy for you, like that is wearing you down. That's I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the words here. But you're being released from burdens with this new beginning. Whatever this represents to you, and it might be different for different people, but with this Fool energy, it's like you're being set free from it, and you're light, and excited, and like it says here, adventure, and potential. You just see possibilities, and you're no longer weighed down by whatever those 10 wands represent to you. Let's take a look at the Nine of Shells, gratitude and fulfillment. Nine of Shells, please clarify, gratitude and fulfillment. The Justice, wow. That's Libra energy. You might be dealing with a Libra. But the Justice card is about balance, about karmic balance, okay? But what you put in is what you get back kind of energy. So like however you've invested, that's what's going to come back to you. And gratitude and fulfillment, and so it has to do with balance, and it has to do with, I feel like, getting what you deserve. You've invested possibly in something, and this energy here is paying it back in equal amounts. So hopefully you've invested very well and very nice in this, because it's being fulfilled in equal amounts, okay? But there's gratitude there, and I think that's an indication that it's definitely positive. you know? Maybe this isn't something that you've put into this person necessarily. It might be because this feels like someone from your past who feels like they failed with you in some way, and they're letting that go and they're searching for a new chance with you. So maybe it's what you've invested in them finally coming back to you, but this could just be the investment that you've made in yourself and your dedication to love, like, and loving others. You know what I'm saying? It may be that you're just finally being rewarded for that. For rewarded is it's the wrong word, but like it's finally coming back at you, because there's this burden here that you're being released from. There's this weight that you've been carrying that's been hard for you. And this is a balancing of that. I really feel like this is a balancing of that. And the feeling of fulfillment, it coming to term, like, and the gratitude that you feel for finally, like, seeing it. Gosh, that sounds so bad. I feel like what I'm saying sounds negative, but I don't mean it in a negative way. I mean, I don't know. I struggle with wording sometimes because I don't words are so powerful, and you really have to be careful with how you use them. But and that plays a part. I'm just saying that things are looking up for you. Okay, things are balancing out, and you're going to be grateful and feel like, you know, your wishes are fulfilled. Okay, let's take a look at that King of Shells, which again is the King of Cups. Harmony, integrity. So with this King of Cups energy, I don't know if I said that, that's a water sign. That's water signs. Okay, so that's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, which doesn't mean that you have to be dealing with that sign, but that is what's usually represents what is represented by the King of Waters. Anyway, we have the Devil, the Page of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Wow. Gosh, that's a lot. The Devil represents something that we let control us. It says harmony and integrity. Harmony and integrity. The Page of Swords is someone who is trying to understand something. The Nine of Wands is not giving up. Okay, it's dedicated energy. So this is obsession, trying to understand something, not giving up. The Knight of Swords is charging in. He knows what he wants, and he's going to get it. He's charging in to get it. And then the Seven of Wands is feeling very protective and very sometimes defensive, but I take it more as protective of what's important to you. And if a connection is important to you, then that's what you're holding on to. But wow, okay. The King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Harmony and integrity. The Page of Swords can sometimes be a messenger of information, kind of like that Ace of Swords. I do feel like this person is wanting to communicate something to you. And it may be that that they've been dedicated to pushing forward with you. Like, this might be a communication that it means a lot to them. This, like I said, the Devil, oh, this is Capricorn energy. You might be dealing with the Capricorn, but the Devil is obsessiveness, so much that they allow it to, or we, whoever it affects, we allow it to control us. We allow it to sway our decisions one way or another. Okay. So this is obsession. This is like obsession. This is I'm not giving up. This is I'm going to keep fighting. Like all three of these cards are like very I'm not letting go kind of energy. And with the Page of Swords and the Knight of Swords, those are both about truth and clarity and honesty. But again, this knight is charging in. He knows what he wants. There's a lot here about determination. That's the word. There's a lot of determination in this. Okay. There's a little bit of obsession to the point of almost being toxic for someone in this connection. Like, you or them, it might go either way here, but I'm just trying to really figure out what it is they're trying to say here with these cards. The King of Cups, the King of Shells, harmony and integrity. Harmony, which is about balance, and integrity, which is also, I mean, it's about being real, being truthful. This may be information that's coming to you. So many cards. Yeah, the thing that comes across very clearly is determination, like real determination to accomplish something. And the King of Cups, the King of Shells, represents a deep love, and it may be sometimes a hidden love because the king doesn't necessarily express it vocally as much as in other the queen, the knight, or the page of the waters. They don't express it as clearly. There's a lot of dedication here and determination here. Let's see what we get from the Ace of Crystals. Can we clarify the Ace of Crystals? Manifestation and prosperity. Six of Pentacles, which is equal give and take. It's more balanced. There's a lot here with the Justice cards coming out, with the Justice card coming out, and the release of this this Ten of Wands here. I mean, I feel that there's a lot here about balance. This is about equal give and take and generosity. Two people really being generous with each other. And when you do that, it doesn't feel like you're giving so much, because you're getting back as much as you give in, like that Justice card there. I feel like possibly what is being said in this is that this King of Cups represents a certain kind of energy, there's also that harmony there and integrity. I don't know why it just keeps coming out as balance to me, but that's what it feels like. And the King of Cups is loving. And I just feel like there's a lot of determination, almost obsession to possess this energy, to be in this energy, and to share this energy. That's how it keeps coming back to me. So, however that resonates for you, Aries, I'm going to go ahead now and draw a oracle message for you from Your Heart Knows the Way. For Aries, please. Thank you so much for watching this. I hope it resonates for you. I hope it makes it makes sense to you. Can we please get a message here? Thank you again. I thank you again for watching the video. I really love to read tarot, and I appreciate every opportunity I get, and you watching this video supports that, and so I really appreciate that. Thank you. Can we please get a message for Aries? Okay, we get two cards here. Card number 13, which says, you create your pain. And card number 34, which says, you are not broken. I'm going to read both of these to you. You create your pain. How liberating the moment you realize it is your opinion of yourself and not the sins of others that is responsible for your suffering. What do you gain from making others responsible for your pain? This card reminds you that the blame you've placed on others is rooted in the fact that you are seeing yourself as small. You've forgotten your own perfection. In your forgetfulness, you've decided that you're broken and weak. Then you've made others responsible for this decision by giving them power over your emotions. Today, remember that your pain is created by no one other than you. Take ownership of your suffering and release others from your blame. Give up the need to be right and stop defending the limitations you have placed on yourself. You are holding the blade that cuts you, and by seeing this truth, you can choose to set it aside. It is only when you are willing to take responsibility for your own pain that you can reclaim your power. Your suffering is not a sign of your weakness. It is evidence of how powerful you are. If you can create such agony without your conscious intent, imagine the joy you can foster with your conscious choice. This is how you liberate yourself from the opinions of others and take back your life. Number 34, you are not broken. The moment you realize you are not broken, this is when you become free. Have the actions of another broken your spirit? I feel like this card says a very similar message. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. For too long now, you've seen yourself as broken. You've entangled your identity with a diagnosis and then argued in its defense. You mistook being in pain with being alive and trapped yourself inside a cage of limitations. Then you used your pain to justify your attacks upon yourself and others. All you've done with these acts is deepen your suffering, but this suffering also speaks of your power to create. You're so powerful that you've created a life of bondage when your true nature is one of freedom. This card reminds you that you are not broken because it's impossible to break that which is already whole and complete. The blame you've placed on others has hidden your true nature of perfection from your own reach. Today, release others from your condemnation and realize their innocence. That word always bothers me because I feel like I'm saying it wrong, but I can't think of the proper way to say it. Condemnation. It feels like it should be pronounced differently, but that's what the letters spell. So they have not harmed you because the only person powerful enough to inflict pain upon you is yourself. Take responsibility for your pain, and with this, realize yourself of it. No, release yourself of it. Take responsibility for your pain, and with this, release yourself of it. There we go. Realize that you were never broken, and let this realization set you free. See, I feel like those cards were both very similar messages, which is that you're creating your own pain. And with them, like they are letting go with this judgment, the Five of Swords and the Judgment. Um, they feel defeated in some way, but they're not holding on to that in a negative way. You know, they're letting it go and trying again with you. But this talks like you blame them for hurting you or something, like they hurt you, or possibly not them, maybe it was someone else. But you know what? It looks like in the future here that you're releasing yourself of that, with this full energy connected to the Emperor and the Ten of Wands, just really setting yourself free of this heavy burden that you're carrying, which might be this pain that you're inflicting on yourself because you are letting somebody else determine your worth and determine your value. You're letting the actions of someone else, but really it has nothing to do with them. What other people do, they do because of themselves and not because of you. Which is a hard lesson to remember when you're in a situation. They're not doing this because of me. They're doing this because of them, because of their fear, okay, because of their insecurity, because of their refusal to set themselves free, refusal to let themselves be happy, okay, because for whatever there are many, many reasons why people do the things that they do, but it doesn't have to do with you and your value and what you've given them. It's not a rejection of that. It's rejection of self is what they're doing. And so don't carry that and don't let it hurt you. Don't let it continue to hold you back. Don't let it continue to hurt you. You have to let it go. So you could set yourself free. Anyway, Aries, that's what I have for you. I hope this resonated for you. If it did, I'd love to hear about it. Please remember to move forward with positive thoughts and positive words because we draw on what we say and what we think. So good luck to you, Aries, in this and anything that you are involved with. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I hope I see you back here again in the future. Bye.